Hey, welcome to my garden again. It's April 19th. Compost is starting to come out. I'll show the other ones on the other side. Broccoli's getting big. Uh, Cabbage is coming in. Forsythia is done blooming. But now you have blueberries. See if I can get any before the birds steal them. There's nesting going on. I'll show you a couple spots. So my neighbor's lilac that I've trimmed on my side, it doesn't really bloom much on their side, but it's starting to bloom on my side because I've been trimming it back and I've been propagating it. So and my blackberries are getting bigger. They've probably triple in size. So these are a triple crown blackberry. It's a thornless blackberry. So see how well they do. Should do fine here. The honeysuckle project is coming in. It's definitely taken over. I love how it twists around. It's such a cool. I have one rose that I chopped all the way down. Both of these were dying last year. That one's coming back pretty well. The seventh heaven, and then this was a Lagerfeld, so it was like a lilac, lavender color. And then there's some nesting going on up here every year. We get a nest inside the roses. It's usually a robin. My clematis are coming in. I finally moved the one that was here, that was in the wine cage. I put it back there where the fire ring is. See how it does there, because it was getting choked out here. And I have 2 sprigs of it growing in pots inside. So that may be a donation. So here's the new project. As you know, Rex has her bunny ears on for Easter. So slowly but surely, all those are catmint and drops of Jupiter oregano that I'm donating. But I have some of the Avens, the blue phlox. My staple in my garden is the candy corn spirea. So I had 2 of those, and then I added the gold spirea. I got a couple more milkweed. So milkweed, and where the sign is one of the original ones. And I have one on the other side, but I have a couple more plants I need to put in. These are Jupiter's beard. They have a cluster of reddish pink flowers. They like sun, part sun, so this is good because the barberry kind of blocks this area a little bit, and it's kind of weird spot to grow stuff. So I got 3 of those. I have Coreopsis, it's small. I have one down there. I got those last year. And I got Sweet William. I put a couple of those in. I got 2 different varieties. So I got the more dark reddish pink, and then I have the white and red. I got some yarrow, more the gold spirea, the avums. These are the milkweed, Joe Pyeweed, 2 honeysuckles. So these are coral honeysuckles, and 4 grapevines. I got a Concord, I got 2 Thompson seedless, and then I got a Lakemont seedless grape. So the honeysuckle and the grapes are going on the other side of the garden. I just have them over here just to water everything, make it a little bit easier for myself. I filled one of the olive pot with 2 different colored phlox, so it's the lilac lavender color and the pink, so I'll have that streaming out once it starts growing in. Spurt, it's a rainbow spurt. I got a couple of those. The yarrow I had jammed in there up against the phlox, so I moved that out. I moved that one, and I had the Rose Marvel Salvia was basically buried in the yarrow, so I moved that out. Some of the new ones, it's a white lilac. This one will get 10 to 15 feet tall, so it'll create kind of a shading area around here, but I'll trim it up to keep it somewhat controlled. Another lilac, this is a dark purple, pinkish, called Bloomerang. Red twig, Bailey red twig dogwood, a bridal wreath spirea. I have 2 other ones. I have one over there and one over there by the path. These are Peter Brand peony. So these are purple peonies, which I actually don't have. And then the Sweet William, I added there. Because the candy corn spirea, these are pretty much mature at this point, so they're not gonna, get crammed too much. And I did get a whole pallet of the Espoma Land and Sea compost. So what I use this because I use my own compost, but I eventually run out. So Espoma, 1, it's all organic. 2, Espoma is actually 40 minutes away from me, the manufacturing plant. So distribution of this stuff is fairly easy to get. This stuff's great. So what I do is, we have fairly heavy clay soil. So I dig the hole about 2-3 feet down. I take everything out, rototill everything, keep the original clay soil, and add a lot of this to each plant. And I've done that to every plant I have in my garden. I add either my compost or specifically the Land and Sea. Has done wonders for the garden. Let's see, what other plants do I have? I changed the walkway, so I added that center brick and got the walkway set. I turned that one around to make it a little bit easier because it was getting covered by the spirea. And yes, peonies are blooming. The reason is these are called Early Scout. They are a little bit smaller than most peonies. It's not a tree peony, but they bloom now. It's mid to late April. That's when they bloom. I've been cleaning everything else out. My allium's coming in. Here's the mystery plant. It keeps Google Lens and some of the other plant tools I have keeps telling me it's a tea plant. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Not something I put in. you know, everything down below is coming in pretty well. The idle iris is the first ones I saw. I think there's another one that's starting to bloom, but the idle iris are budding. I think there's one other plant that I saw that has buds on the iris. I don't remember which one it was, but the grapes and the honeysuckle is one of my favorite. The lime twister sedum. So you come over here. I got tulips for Easter. Our standard geraniums, you know, red, pink. The Fire Witch dianthus is starting to bud. My daffodils are still blooming. These are the ones that I carved out. I dug up a whole big section of them. They were all yellow, and that's what they turned into for last year and this year. So here's where the grapes and honeysuckle are going. I haven't figured out the pattern, and I'm short 2 plants. They didn't have any more grapes at present time, so I might just leave them empty. So I got to figure out. I have 4 grapes, 2 honeysuckle, and I got to figure out how I want to lay that out. But I want to get them in the ground soon. And then the backyard's not much change. You know, a lot of things starting to bloom. You know, my lungwort. I love the two-tone effects. My bluebells. I'm going to move that oak leaf hydrangea because the Bailey red twig dogwood that I put in the front was here. I'm going to put the oak leaf hydrangea here. It gets a little more sun because it's a little smaller. I put that one in when I put this one in. And this one's doing much better. It gets morning sun over here. Back there, yeah, not so much. So I'm going to move it over here. Lily of the Valley are coming in. Pink ones are blooming. And the white ones. And that's about it. A lot of work going on that front new section. Today was a bit rough. It was 81 degrees here, which is, you know, not common. It's supposed to be back in the 60s. Tomorrow for Easter and all next week is like 60s and low 70s. So I worked in the morning because it just got too hot. But yeah, this is starting to fill in. I got a couple more plants I'm probably gonna pick up. I got thyme I gotta put in. I want to put that in between the blocks. Our lonely tulips, they are pretty. The cream and pink. I put the cage around it to stop, you know, whatever eating it. All the grape hyacinths are, you know, huge this year again. But yeah, this is coming along. Just start filling in and just gotta wait for everything to grow. And you know, I'll keep everyone up to date. I'm trying to do videos every week. You know, you know, horticultural changes very fast. You know, plants, you know, change and grow in the blink of an eye. So I got more phlox to put in. So I got a couple spots in the front, the area that I dug out. You know, I'll give you a last. Yeah, so I'm gonna put some phlox in here, and that'll fill in pretty good. So my other lilacs, so these are lavender, and you can smell it, can't you? It's just, you know, I love lilacs. That's why I put more in that front garden. And I have one more of these in the back. But you know, even standing 10 feet away, you can smell them. You know, and my wisteria, the Amethyst Falls, is pushing out. So this will start leafing pretty soon. Hopefully we get more blooms on it this year than we did last year. My macaroon Shasta daisy is looking, I might take that out, move some iris around and put something there. There's one of the buds. This was the concertina. I've had a bunch of these for a while. But yep, that's it. April 19th. So be prepared. Things change really quick. Thanks for watching.